So Dheeraj, another point which I absolutely loved. You let me know what you feel about it. So now when I went for a ride, I went on to a highway. I mean, where are highways these days anyway? Yeah. There was a very bad traffic jam, yeah. Bumper to bumper. And the motorcycle, of course, is a higher compression motorcycle. So she started to heat up. Yes. The radiator fan was screaming, going quack. But you know, the most beautiful thing is that I'll compare this with my Duke 390. When I used to ride the Duke 390, yeah. Everything was nice. Life was heaven with the power till the time you get stuck in traffic. Oh my God, the amount of heat that keeps getting onto your feet. Yeah. Literally, it's a furnace. It can melt iron, it feels like, you know, your legs are going to get actually burnt. I mean, if you are in riding pants, riding boots, it's still okay. But even with jeans, denim, you can feel that heat in onto your skin.
Yeah, that was the issue with the Dukes actually.
Oh my God, unbelievable issue.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, even people beside you on some scooter will look, what is this? Your motorcycle is going to catch fire or something like that. So it was just not rideable at all.
Yes.
When she used to heat up.
Yes.
But the Speed 400, she's heating up. I mean, she really heated up. But there was literally no heat onto my legs.
Yeah, the heat management is very good on this. And like the rider won't be feeling any heat, but all the hot air goes to the pillions foot pegs.
Excellent. So basically the technology is where it will make sure you don't take your girlfriend for a ride, you enjoy your ride. So basically the radiator fan is channeling air in a different way, I think. Yes. I haven't looked into it engineering wise, but it's doing a good job where the air is not getting onto your legs. Yes. You know, very, very critical point. Another thing is that it doesn't have a temperature gauge.
Yes, it doesn't have.
So it doesn't show how many bars of heat is there, right? No, which is there in the Duke.
Yes.
Right? So there are pros and cons. If you have a temperature gauge where it shows 1 bar, 2 bars, 3 bars, 4 bars, the pros are when you're warming up the motorcycle in cold winter.
Yes.
You crank her up. Warming up is extremely important.
Yes.
You have to let the motorcycle go to a optimal operational temperature.
Yes.
It could be whatever, 30 degrees, 40 degrees, something like that.
Yes.
So, if you have a temperature gauge, that even if you are in Ladakh, you will know, okay, 5 minutes, 10 minutes after you put the motorcycle in idle, you have 1.5 bar, 2 bar, something. So, it's a good idea where you will start riding after she has reached that temperature and your engine will not suffer.
Yes.
Now, another advantage of having a temperature gauge is that sometimes when you're stuck in like terrible traffic, could be 1 kilometer of traffic jam, 2 kilometers of traffic jam, that time the coolant temperature reaches at, probably it will go above 100 kilometers, I'm sorry, above 100 degrees Celsius. So, when the coolant temperature becomes so hot, you can only imagine how hot the engine is.
Yes.
So, the thermostat, which is a temperature sensor, it will display, in case you have a temperature gauge, it will display that high temperature.
Yes.
It will show. Or you can also see like 4 bars or 6 bars are full. It will be there in your car also.
Yes.
Okay. So, before she overheats, probably you can just cut off the engine.
Yes.
Okay. And you can wait for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of keep strategically repeating it.
Yeah.
But when there is no temperature gauge, there will only be a light which will come on.
Yeah.
It's like absolute high temperature, and most of the time the ECU will cut off the engine also.
Yes. It would rather cut off the engine before we get that.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what will happen is that you'll suddenly think that the engine went off, cut off. What happened? Then you will realize, oh, she overheated. Probably you're middle of the traffic. You'll have to push the motorcycle to the left and then wait.
Yeah.
So you'll not have a chance to get prepared for it. You know?
Yes.
So, and plus you'll not know at what RPMs, how much is she heating up.
Yeah,
that understanding of the.
We will not get to know that.
You know,
we wouldn't get that.
Yeah, that DNA of the engine you'll not understand.
Yeah.
But another big pro is that a lot of people start getting an anxiety issue. Oh, she's heating up 4 bars, she's heating up.
Yeah.
So that will not be there when you don't have a temperature gauge.
But I think they should have given the temperature gauge. It has more pros than cons actually.
True, absolutely.
Actually, when it comes to engine, like starting in the morning, like for cold start, it would be really helpful during cold start.
Biggest pro.
Yeah.
That is the biggest pro. True. So
We missed that actually.